The time my crazy old neighbor called CPS on my family, part 3/4. Posted by you/notyourbusiness789. If you're just joining, here's the gist. We moved into a new neighborhood. Our neighbor, Ms. Kravitz, not her real name but very much her vibe, decided we were abusive parents for reasons. She's now called CPS on us 3 times and was caught sneaking into our yard at 2:30 a.m. to take notes. We've involved a lawyer, got security cameras, and the police have officially warned her. You'd think this would slow her down. It didn't. It was just after New Year's. My little brother had a bad cold, nothing serious, just the usual sniffles, juice boxes, and snot tissues everywhere. He was home from school for 2 days. During that time, my mom posted a few pics to her Instagram story, private account, only friends and family, of my siblings on the couch watching movies, under a pile of blankets with popsicles and cartoons. That's it. That was the crime. 4 days later, bam. Doorbell. Ring cam shows it's CPS again. But this time, it's 2 agents and a police officer. Immediate pit in the stomach. They ask to come inside. My mom calmly lets them in, asks what this is about. They say they received a detailed report alleging the children were being kept home while ill, without medical attention. That the home reeked of neglect and sickness. That the children appeared drugged or sedated in posted photos. And, brace yourselves, that my parents were intentionally keeping the children sick to avoid school and gain attention online. I couldn't believe it. Munchausen by proxy levels of accusation. This lady went full Lifetime movie villain. The CPS agents were actually kind. They were calm, very thorough, but clearly saw the discrepancy between the call and the reality. They asked about the photos. My mom showed them the stories, still saved in her phone, timestamps, and even offered our pediatrician's contact info to verify the sick day. They spoke to my siblings, again. The kids were their usual selves, sweet, talkative, and very not drugged. The fridge was stocked. The house was clean. It smelled like chicken noodle soup and Lysol. Not a single red flag in sight. But they told us something that chilled me. The report included your Instagram story screenshots. That meant one of 2 things. Someone we know was feeding info to Ms. Kravitz. Ms. Kravitz had created a fake account, gotten accepted, and was stalking us online. Either way, it was next-level disturbing. The officer, who, thank God, was the same one who had warned her weeks earlier, pulled my dad aside and said something like, "This is beyond normal behavior. If you're ready to press charges, we'll back you." So we did. Our lawyer filed for a restraining order based on repeated harassment, false reporting, trespassing, and stalking. We also submitted all the ring footage, including her in our yard at 2:30 a.m. Every note she'd left. A log of every CPS visit. Screenshots of the false claims and the original IG posts. Affidavits from neighbors who had also had problems with her. Apparently, once our lawyer got things rolling, CPS themselves flagged her as a serial false reporter. Which, it turns out, is an actual thing. After enough unfounded reports, especially with proof of malicious intent, they can take legal action or refuse to investigate future claims from the same source. The restraining order was granted. She was legally barred from contacting us directly or indirectly, stepping foot on our property, filming, photographing, or recording us, reporting us to CPS without concrete evidence. If she violated any of those, she'd face immediate consequences. But the best part? She didn't know we had already gone to court. Because we didn't serve her notice, the sheriff did. At 7 a.m., 2 officers knocked on her door and served her the paperwork. She tried to play confused, but I'm just a concerned neighbor, but they weren't buying it. One officer later told us she looked genuinely shocked and tried to play victim. Typical. For about a week, everything was silent. 7 days after being served, she broke the restraining order. We caught her on camera, again, standing across the street filming our front yard. Just standing there with her little phone out like she was collecting evidence for the FBI. The video showed her filming, zooming in, walking up to the curb, and mumbling something like, "Just wait, someone will listen." Our lawyer sent that footage to the police. She was arrested that evening. Yes. Actually arrested. Trespassing and violating a restraining order. She spent the night in jail and got fined. The judge later tacked on mandatory therapy and community service. And just like that, our reign of terror was over. Or, so we thought. Because one last twist was waiting for us. And it would be the thing that finally exposed what really made Ms. Kravitz tick.